Okay, folks, so welcome to another video, and this one I suspect is going to rile up quite a couple of people. And remember, personal opinion, and I'm not trying to take away from the work that people have put in. I know a lot of them are volunteers and everything, so I'm not trying to take away anything from anyone, but this is just my personal opinion. At the moment, reading online, of course, KDE 6 has come out, or Plasma 6 has come out, or just Plasma, or KDE Gears, or whatever it gets called. And basically, as you can see here, testing it out and showing you on Fedora. What I don't understand is online there's been such a, oh wow, KDE, oh amazing KDE 6, this is the best KDE ever. Really? Seriously? Now, before someone tells me I'm a KDE hater, I'm not actually. I started with KDE. I've many times come back to KDE, left KDE, come back, donated to the foundation, tried to use the apps even on other machines. You name it, I've really been there with KDE. However, I just think the hype for version 6 is just completely and utterly overblown. So one of the features, of course, is now by default the bar over here is now floating, right? Great, it's now default that it floats. Okay, that's fantastic, but I mean you could change it back if you don't want a floating bar. No, I'm not taking away that it's floating. I just think it's people going over a floating bar. I don't get it. Then of course, some really great additions, of course, is it supports Wayland a lot better now, so that's been fantastic news. From the color and theme side of things, especially when it comes to, Nightlight has been improved, and, application styles been improved, and all these, things have been improved as well. Especially on the global theme side and the colors now and the accents, that's really been improved. And of course, the biggest thing is it uses Qt6 now, which of course it's had to because of licensing reasons. But the rest of it, honestly, doesn't seem that much different than KDE 5, right? And also, KDE at times is still inconsistent. A lot of folks say that KDE is easy to customize, and it definitely gives you more customization options as opposed to something like GNOME. But some things just don't make sense, and some things just, I thought they would have revamped. Like, let's open up Dolphin, right? And here's a nice little burger menu on the right. Okay, fine. Then I can open up, let's say, the new Discover. This thing here doesn't even have a burger menu or a menu anyway. Now this is all on the left-hand side, right? Completely, different. These two applications do not look like it's from, comes from the same team, let alone part of the same integrated environment. Obviously, the fonts and the icons and that look, but from that design point, it doesn't make sense to me. You could say, okay, I'm being ridiculous. Well, look at something like system settings. System settings is exactly the same thing. Here, the burger menu is all on the left-hand side, and still here, it's on the right-hand side. Okay, well, maybe I'm really being ridiculous. So I open up the console, and now the console, it's back on the right-hand side. I open up something else like KContact. Right, skip that portion. And KContact doesn't even have burger menus, right? It's got a normal toolbar or settings here. What gets me, of course, is there's no way I can find somewhere in KDE yet where I can globally go and change this. Right? It's no way. So if this thing is so customizable, like people have been going on about, why can't I just have the same menu bar throughout all my applications? And of course, I still don't understand why KDE itself has two versioning numbers. I know they've split some of the core applications off, so those applications is version 24, while the main version is 6. It's just like, I understand why, but it's confusing, and it just doesn't match. Maybe I'm being a bit. I know I sound like I'm being ridiculous here, but I just don't. I just don't understand that logic at all. It's like I kind of really feel like KDE 6. They could have really come out, really revamped everything, really gone, full stretch. They could have used this opportunity to really unify things, but looking at it by normal default, it's not really a massive change to it, if you actually think about it. The standard applications, of course, have all been pretty much updated as well. There isn't really too much to go through when it comes to that. Activities option is still there. I remember a while ago they were talking about possibly removing the activities, but happy to see it's still around. In many ways, I think KDE 6 has some subtle improvements on it. I really do. But I don't think it's to the degree that everyone's been calling out and saying this is the best desktop ever, and it's going to completely and utterly overrule every other desktop environment. Folks, it really hasn't changed much being from 5 to 6. I mean, let's be pretty honest here. And for me, it's sad. And I think as time's moving past, I think KDE is in many ways been losing some of its configurability, as they rightfully point out. But let me know what you think. Are you going to use KDE 6? Do you think I'm being too tough? Do you think I'm being a bit overboard or ridiculous? Or do you think I've completely and utterly lost the plot? Folks, let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.